feel like I should put it right here in the center. Yeah, we're going to put it in the center. Hey, TikTok. Hey, YouTube. Hey, TikTok. Hey, YouTube. So I wanted to hop on real quick. This is going to be a topic that like is so unlike me, and it helps out the men. I'm stuffy, I'm congested, still fighting this cold fever from my trip back home that I got sick. But I wanted to say that I noticed that a lot of women, I'm going to be selective with my words because TikTok is super sensitive. I noticed that women are not checking their egos. Y'all are quick to say a man is the capital G word. And I'm going to be really careful and selective how I say this because TikTok is sensitive. I can say it on YouTube and I'll have no issues. But if I say it on TikTok, TikTok going to have me suspended quick, fast, and in a hurry. I noticed that a lot of women, when they don't get their way with a man, they automatically assume that he is into other men. When women do not get their way with men, they think that in order to insult him for rejecting her, she's just going to call him the GAY word and claim he's LGBTQ when that's not true. A lot of women do not know how to check their egos. We were talking about egos yesterday. Excellence. Thank you, Michelle. We were talking about egos yesterday, and a lot of you, us ladies, because I used to be in your shoes, this is how I can identify it. We're not checking our egos enough. We think we're something we're not. Pleasant evening. Hello. We think we're something we're not. Our heads have gotten so big that, our girlfriends lie to us and tell us we look good when we don't. And if they don't tell us we look good, we think they're jealous. Our egos have gotten so inflated that we believe when people tell us, especially the people that want to sleep with us, of course they're going to tell you look good. They're trying to sleep with you. Even if you don't look good, how does that look for a person to approach you and say, you don't look all that, but I'm trying to crack? It's like, sir, why are you here? But that's sometimes low-hanging fruit is the name of the game for that moment. And I wanted to make a video on it because there's so many videos of so many women claiming that men are LGBTQ, they're in the other men, they're in the closet. I know some phenomenal gay men that are very pleasant to deal with. They are very supportive of women. They will support me. They'll protect me. Hell, if anything, I feel more protected and supported by a gay man than a straight man a lot of the time. So when I see y'all come online and y'all want to tell a story about how he's in the closet, and another one of y'all favorite lines to say about men that's also not true, oh, he hates his mother. He made a new Insta account after the breakup and followed a random woman. Why do you care? Why do you care that he did that? Someone asked me a question on TikTok. That tells me you don't have enough self-esteem in yourself, that you have to stalk a man that doesn't want you anymore. You are screaming low self-esteem. I bet the woman he's following doesn't do what you do. I bet you she's full of herself and he's attracted to that. A lot of you women are coming off like psych wards, psych patients. You are going ballistic over a man that didn't even claim you, that didn't make anything official with you. It's weird to me to see how chaotic y'all are over a man. It scares me. And I understand his fear of wanting to commit to you. Hey, Jasmine. So the topic is, I answer questions in between. I'm stuffy, excuse me. I'm breathing through my mouth. I'm a mouth breather right now. The topic is, a lot of y'all need to stop calling men the GAY word just because he rejected you, just because he turned you down. We were together 4 years and now y'all not together. Let's look at the facts. Yes, it hurts. Yes, you were together 4 years, but now y'all not together. The day has came when y'all were together. Y'all were in the moment. Y'all were in love. And now y'all not together. And I can only give you tough love because every time I try to be nice and give nice love to people in my comment section, more worse stories come. And I don't want that. How did she even know the new Insta? I forgot my own password till today. That ain't got nothing to do with me. This is how we derail the conversation. I'm telling y'all to stop calling men gay when they reject y'all. And you're talking about an ex that's probably asking the other girl, can he put the tip in? But you in my live asking about a man that don't want you anymore. You sound crazy. I don't care that y'all are together 4 years. Y'all not together no more. Y'all not together no more. That's the point of the story. You move on. What do I do now? You go find another man. He's not your man anymore. Okay, but he went to Thailand a lot. What does that? Oh, why don't you go to Thailand? This is what I struggle with when I try to be nice to ladies and answer their questions. Then I get more stories of worse scenarios that have very simple answers. You're not with a man. I wasn't invited because he hated me. So, do you not have a passport? Do you not have your own money? How can I get a provider man? Why did he left me on block on WhatsApp when he said he would? You know what I realized? If you don't have the money to get counseling, you're going to jump into some strangers live and ask questions about a man that don't want you, and it make you look pathetic. It makes you look like a wow, your self-esteem is in the trash. You're asking me about a man in Thailand that you couldn't go because nobody asked you. You sound weak. You're asking me about a man that you're no longer dating. It was 4 years. He's already moved on to the next woman. I'm coming here to try to make women be smarter. Sis, you are the beauty standard. Thank you. I'm coming here to try to tell y'all how to be smarter and stop being these psych patients. And all that jumped into my comments were psych patients. The skin, the hair, and makeup is tea. Thank you, girl. Do they always come back? I'm going to have to block you because you a pick-me. We don't do pick-me's. Barbie the Builders and pick-me's, we don't do y'all no more. Y'all can't be in this chat with us. And there's one other girl. She finna ask me something stupid about Thailand. Hurry up and write your comments so I can block you next. We don't care. They don't care. We don't care. We match energy. They don't care. We don't care. We match energies. We don't sit here and stop other women from being better because you want to be pathetic and talk about a man that's already moved on to the next woman. That's silly. Matches energy. Move on. Hey, Diva. The other girl that was being a pick-me. Hurry up and write your comments so I can block you next. Back to the topic. A lot of y'all can't handle rejection. A lot of women don't even know they have a big ego. I had to learn through reading books and really being invested in myself that I was a pick-me at one point. I was a Barbie the Builder. I chased behind a man. I wanted a man to commit that didn't want to commit. I wanted to be with a man that wasn't clear with me. I wanted to be with a man that kept me in confusion just because I wanted a little piece of a man. Now that I'm out of that and I see other women that act like that, I can't relate. I feel almost disgusted because it reminds me of when I was a psych patient for a man that didn't want to commit to me. It reminds me of when I was, trying to hold a man down when he was just trying to drown me. It reminds me that I gave girlfriend and wife benefits to a man that wouldn't even claim me as a girlfriend, that wouldn't even have enough that wouldn't even give me enough respect to say straight out, that's not what I want. It was always little things here and there to keep me in confusion. But once I got out of that, I had to take full accountability. I had to take full ownership, full responsibility and say, this can't be all men. It's me. How does this scenario keep happening with a different man? They don't know each other. It's the way I'm picking. It's the energy I'm letting out. When you know better, you'll do better and don't want to associate with anyone like that. Exactly. Jasmine says, I think we talked yesterday, girl, when I was live. Hey, girl, can y'all like the live? And I'm telling y'all, that's why I don't like when y'all come in here in these comments telling me about a man that moved on. Why don't you move on? What's up, Dr. J? Hey, Jay. That's my friend, y'all. That's my brother in Christ. How's the married life going, friend? I came here to tell y'all keep throwing around the GAY word just because a man rejected you. And that tells me you haven't checked your ego as a woman. A man is not necessarily gay just because he mistreated you. Maybe he mistreated you to get rid of you. It's not that he forgot your birthday. He was trying to get rid of you. It's not that he didn't have money to get the Valentine's Day gift. He was trying to get rid of you. It's not that he didn't want to exchange Christmas presents. He wanted to get rid of you. He knew that any piece of consistent, anything that he gave you, you are so used to taking breadcrumbs that any little piece that he gave you, you would take it, turn that inch into a mile, turn that mile into a yard. And that scared him. So he never heard of a breakup. What? All is good. Glad to see you doing your thing, sis. Happy holidays, friend. I hope you're doing well. You know, our Subjumu coming up. So he never heard of a breakup. You're not hearing what I'm saying, young lady. You're not hearing what I'm saying. I said, y'all got to stop name calling men just because they rejected you. Okay? They rejected you. You're saying he can't do a breakup. How many men have tried to break up with women and they slash their car tires? Let's be for real. It can't be all these women that aren't getting broken up with properly. Some of y'all don't realize y'all do not take accountability very well. Y'all lack accountability, if anything. I've had so many homegirls in the past. The moment I try to tell her, no, it's not him, it's you. You tripping. Now I'm the hating homegirl. Now I'm the single homegirl. That's why I don't got no man. There are certain things you can't tell women, and that's why in arguments, a lot of the times men don't even try to argue with us because they know that even when they prove us wrong and our logic is wrong, we still find a reason to make it about us and make them wrong. We still try to let all hell break loose and bust out crying when we're losing the fight. I had so many homegirls like that. I'm trying to tell her what it is. No, he's right this time. And now I'm the hater. I don't know if you remember my case. I walked away after 2 proposals. I hope you're not coming over here with pick me energy because we're not on that today. I don't remember your case because why would I? I'm a stranger on live that talks to random people. I don't go to bed thinking about y'all scenarios. I got my own life problems. But I came here to tell y'all so quick to say a man hate his mom. Oh, he hate himself because he want to date white women. Oh, he hates his mom. That's not the case. Then why is it that when he move on, he's treating that other woman so much better than he treated you? It was always in him. You were just not the woman that was able to bring it out of him. That's it. And a lot of women hate to hear that. A lot of us as women think we're good women because we have the regular basic standard. We went to school. We keep up with ourselves. We look good. That is so basic. Have y'all ever tried being friends with affluent women that go get it relentlessly? Women typically move out of their parents' house faster than men do. And a lot of us do live alone. That's not a flex. That's the standard. If you're comparing yourself to the market of women, not the market of men, you're pretty much basic. I get you. Moved on from being a pick-me, but have you fully forgiven yourself? I mean, have you fully forgiven yourself is the real question. Because the forgiveness I have for me, how does that impact you? You get what I'm saying? Some of y'all questions got to be about your scenario. Sometimes I get questions that have nothing to do with nothing. I've had people ask me about my teeth. I've had people ask me for a tooth tour, like for me to literally open my mouth and show y'all each one of my teeth, which is weird. That's not what this question is. I'm just saying. Okay, it sounds like you still have a piece of it in you. Are you talking to someone in the audience? I'm really confused. And you're spiteful towards the ones who still need healing. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Sign T.J. Pierre. No, honey, I'm talking to you. What are you talking about? That's what I'm confused about. What are you talking about? The projection, just leave the room, boo. Right. This is what I'm talking about. Like when you're trying to tell other women to be accountable, they want you to still coddle them. We can't keep saying men are such great deceivers. There are women that I've seen with their Harvard law degree and they getting played by a man that don't even have a high school GED. How are you so smart and so brilliant, but when it comes to dating, you're an idiot? It doesn't make sense. Your tone says it all. You correct with love. Like, it's so weird. It's like when I'm trying to tell y'all, hey, you're wrong in this area. But understand that, do you have a dream vacay for 2026? Another irrelevant conversation. You're in the wrong chat. When you're trying to hold people to a standard and call out their BS, a lot of them do not want to change. That's why a lot of people going into 2026 have the same exact goals they had in 2025 because they didn't do anything spectacular. They may have changed some of their routines, but who they are within to the core did not change. If a man does wrong, sometimes it's character flaw, not because the woman is basic. That's not what I said either. I said a lot of our standards that we have for ourselves are basic, like moving out on your own and having your own place. A lot of women live alone. That's basic. I never said you're not even listening to what's being said. You can't try to hijack someone's life and try to make it about you. You look problematic. Yes, I have a friend who bought a house with a man who never finished school. Like, y'all be getting played by men that on paper cannot outwit you. When it's time for you to find out that man cheating, you're able to get online, you're able to find his follower list, find out which girl he's talking to. But the moment he starts to play in your face, you act like you don't know what's going on. The moment he's telling you he's not interested, you act like, what? When did you start feeling this way? It's so weird to me. It's so weird to me. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Oh, what? Oh, no, you didn't over there speaking the truth. Oh, my goodness. Hey, hey. It's like, and this is prime example. Look at my comment section. Women are going to fight me. Hey, Faith. Hey, girl. I hope you're doing well, girl. That's why so many women annoy me because you know what's going on. You just not leaving. Right. I will tell you when you're dead wrong as a friend, and then you'll get mad at me because I'm telling you when you're dead wrong. A lot of the times women have such huge inflated egos, they don't want to admit when they're wrong. Think about it when they argue with a man. If that man has even proven she was wrong, somehow he still end up in a doghouse. We're hard-headed, love the truth. And I'm going to get attacked for it, Jay. I'm going to get attacked for it all down the comments. It's going to be by the people that don't want to change. We keep talking about men aren't accountable. Men don't want to take care of these kids, blah, blah, blah. A lot of y'all, as women, lie to yourself. And now because society is always putting in your head that you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, just because they want to use something from you, whether it be to sleep with you, whether it be to get you to buy a cosmetic product, that society is always lying to you to hit your purse or to hit your private part. And you believe the lie to the point where when people try to call you out and say, no, girl, you're not thick no more, you're getting fat. Now you get mad. Now you feel like, oh, this girl a hater. No, you're really getting fat. Your BMI is out of control, sis. Now I'm the bad guy. Now I'm the bad guy because I don't want to hang out with you like that because your priorities aren't straight. You're representing the one band, one sound. The weakest link tells me a lot about the group. That's why I'm telling y'all can't be calling men gay just because he rejected you. That's not okay. Y'all can't be saying he hates his mother because he rejected you. He loved his mom down. You don't know how to tap into that man to make him feel comfortable and secure in who he is as a man. He knows that when he tells you certain things, when you get mad, you're going to flip the script and you're going to throw it in his face. He knows that about you. And then you're wondering why the very next woman he get with, he marries her in less than a year. Y'all be trying to say, oh, he gay. He's not gay. He not. I'm telling you, he's not. He's mistreated you to the point where he's trying to ensure you're going to leave him alone back. He's mistreated you. He's cheated on you. He's seeing other people. He's dropped the ball so many times and you keep forgiving him. He's trying to find a way out and you keep trying to keep him right back in. It's weird to me. It's so weird to me. I'm telling y'all the truth, and some of y'all in the comments trying to fight me already. Oh, you don't want to talk to people with love. You're judging them. I'm judging them because I'm telling them the truth. Because no one told you to be on this live. Let me be clear. No one told you to hop on my live at this certain time. You did that of your own free will. And then you try to be combative and try to argue me down with your point of view. Why don't you get on your live and do that? Why do you have to go to someone else's live where it's popping and yours would be dry and try to debate me and try to derail the whole conversation? Go somewhere else. The truth is a lot of y'all, ladies, we have a huge ego. We don't even know we have a big ego, but we have egos. We don't even realize that people can't tell us the truth because now it makes us want to argue. It makes us combative. Okay, y'all are sensitive and it's okay. Okay, Jasmine says it's coming with it. I think we were on live. You were on the live yesterday, Jasmine girl. Like, it's so weird to me. And these are the women that is so hard to be friends with because the moment your friends start telling you the truth, like I had a friend, she was dating a guy for X amount of years. I'm not going to say the specific amount of years. You know how women are when your ex-boyfriend get a new girl, you want to compare. I'm not going to lie to y'all. When she showed me the new girlfriend, I was flabbergasted. He upgraded. I'm not going to lie to y'all. He upgraded on every level when he left her and started dating this other girl. I'm talking about on every level. This girl been in the gym. She ain't been missing no meals. She's been making herself the priority, skin clear. They were together for, I think, 10 years. And come to find out, he was cheating on her with the other girl for 2 years. And he ended up marrying the other girl. She tried to show us a picture of this girl Instagram to compare, and I couldn't even lie to her. When she showed me a picture of the girl, I remember we were at work. She showed me a picture of the girl, and I went like this. I had to turn away because I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you this other girl ain't this, ain't that, she ain't got nothing on you. If anything, he did upgrade. I'm sorry, sis. You sitting here thinking you thick, eating big bowls of rice every day, eating mukbang, and putting it online. You've let your health deteriorate. You don't care about your skin. It looks crazy. You don't care about your hair. You don't put no effort into your looks. And the moment that man decided to leave you for someone that didn't do that, now you mad. And you want me to lie to you? Not too much before she long on. I'm just saying. It was just weird to me. Y'all can't expect your friends to lie to you to the point where it stops you from being better. And that's the problem I have with being friends with women. If I tell you the truth, you're going to get mad at me. If I tell you, sis, your hair looks synthetic, you're going to get mad at me. If I tell you, sis, maybe not do a leave out because your leave out not long enough to blend in. It look like you got little hair sticking up. It's not blending. It's not laying right. Now you mad at me. But why can't I tell you the truth if you're asking for the truth? And I know y'all holding these men captives in relationships because I'm a woman who's not sleeping with you or being intimate with you. And I feel like I have to hold my tongue. I'm that friend, too honest. When is your birthday? I'm a Virgo. You right, sis. And so that's why when y'all come in my comments and try to argue about how I'm delivering, you don't have to be here. You can leave. Absolutely. Excuse yourself. Okay? My thing is, man can leave. Why cheat? It's still disloyal. But honestly, if delusion is that bad, they need help. Oh, I came at the good part. I knew it. Virgo. September 2nd, 2 days before Beyonce. I consider my ex my bestie. She hated the truth. And we constantly clashed. I think it's weird. Knew you were a Virgo. Speaking facts. I think it's weird that y'all want to talk about, y'all want to turn on city girls. Y'all want to be real give up about it. And y'all look like trash. Y'all want to go to Miami. Y'all want to get into these expensive clubs. What do you think these men are paying for when they're paying $100 for an entry fee? They're paying to see women that are worth $100 to see. Y'all be going in the clubs in Miami, bad body, weave is out of whack, and thinking you're going to get in. No, you're not. No, you're not. They paid $100 to see the $100 baddies. They didn't pay. They didn't pay what you're worth. I'm sorry, my dear. And it's weird. Not city girls looking like city dumps. Seriously. And then people look at me like, damn, you're so... I may come off shallow. I may come off materialistic, but I'm being realistic at how the world sees me. As a Black woman, society expects me to do more and accept less. I'm going to be honest with you. Let me go jog tomorrow. As a Black woman, society expects me to show up in a bonnet, to show up and say what your name is. That's what society expects from me. I can't tell you how many times I've spoken to someone over the phone, and when they see me in person, they look at me like a ghost. They tell me I sound mature for my age. They're like, were you who I'm speaking to? You're so well-spoken. You think I don't know what well-spoken means? It means you don't sound Black. It means, oh, wow, you have some sense. You have your mind right. Just because I don't sound urban, you know that's their favorite word, urban. When they're really trying to say Black and ghetto, they say urban, okay? You think I don't know when people are telling me, oh, wow, where did you grow up? They're trying to figure out, how did I pick up this English? And when they ask me, where are you from? And I'm like, West Palm Beach. No, where are you really from? They want to know my heritage. No, we know someone in your family was not born in America. Where are they from? Because that's where you're from. That's how they see it. You are being realistic. I used to have help out girls and couldn't take my criticism. They can't. I can't tell you how many times, listen, growing up, when we started developing as women, for me, it was in middle school. That's when I realized I had a big booty. I didn't know what a big booty was till I was in middle school and I seen the way men look at me, okay? When we would be in middle school, and I remember men trying to take my bag and run away, and I'd run after them. And when I come back, everybody's just kind of staring at me awkwardly and like, damn, I didn't know you could run that fast with a big booty. I was like, what the hell? What? I can't tell you how many times I hang out with my friends and they like a guy and they beg me to wait. They say they don't want that man to see that they have a big booty friend. Can I please stay seated until they finish talking to this man? That's how discriminated I was, okay? Now translated to when I got older and I wanted people to see me for who I am, not my looks, because looks are going to fade eventually. I can't tell you how many times I've had to downplay my looks to make my friend feel comfortable. Knowing damn well she see me getting up, going to the gym to 5 a.m, breaking my back. You think I want to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go to the gym? Absolutely not. I want to sleep in just like the rest of you. I am human. But the euphoria that I receive when I put on a dress, the euphoria I receive when I walk out the house and women are chasing me down to compliment me and women want to know where the dress is from. It's crazy the amount of women that ask me, where's that dress from, when they know the body built different. When they know they got a big gut and a big butt and the dress not gonna look the same on them. How many times have you bought a dress from Fashion Nova because of the way the dress look on the model, knowing you not that making model body type, knowing she got a big rack and you don't? How many times have we done that as women? We love the illusion of a great body in a great outfit, but when it comes time for us to get in the gym and look great, we don't do it. And I can confidently say that, especially in the Black community, Black women, as we're getting older, a lot of us have diabetes. A lot of us that sugar, that book of sugar, y'all getting out of hand. What that man said, the out of hand program. And then when a man rejects you, you're getting so upset that you're calling him GAY to combat it. And he's not GAY. He just like a good looking put together woman. You're so used to hearing you're thick. You still think you're thick when you're in fact fat now. You're in fact out of hand program. You're in fact big. You're in fact giving Rasputia from Norton. You're in fact giving big girl status, BBW. You're in fact giving that. And I'm not trying to shame someone who's naturally big. I have plenty of plus size friends, plenty. I send them food for the holidays. My mom makes pickles. It's like a Haitian dish. When they come visit me, they can come over. We cool. But realistically, as we're getting older, we're starting to become a part of the out of hand program. Black women, when I be in the gym at 5 a.m, I don't see us in the gym. I see every other race but us in the gym. It got to the point where my concierge asked me, how do I stay consistent in the gym? Because he started to see me lose the weight. I'm literally getting on camera every day. I'm making content. I'm showing y'all step by step on what I do to stay in shape and look good. I'm on GLP-1. I'm taking LipoDissolve to help with my stubborn fat on my stomach. I'm in a run club. I lift weights 3 to 5 days a week. I'm showing you me live in the gym at 5 a.m. Then you want to hang out with me. And when you hang out with me, you starting to see there's a difference. Hold on, there's a difference. There's a difference because I'm putting in work you're not putting in. I used to hate trying to be friends with girls that I knew were out of hand. Out of hand meaning they didn't care enough about themselves to put themselves together. They didn't care enough about themselves to do their makeup, get their hair done decently, go to the gym. It's not about being materialistic. It's about increasing the quality of your life. It has been proven. Why do you think all these commercials are of attractive people? It has been proven sex, in fact, does sell. It doesn't have to be sex, but if you look good, it's going to make people think about sex. When you think about, let's talk about ladies, Anthony Joshua. Y'all know Anthony Joshua? Where my thing at? Let me get y'all a visual, okay? Let me get y'all a little visual. If y'all don't know Anthony Joshua, I feel like y'all do know Anthony Joshua, but none of us watch sports until Anthony Joshua came along. Hold on, let me type it. And then I got to look at some of these comments. I kind of passed. Here we go. Let me tell y'all something. Anthony Joshua, I got to get a good picture with his fine ass. With his fine ass. Okay, y'all ready? Prayers for Anthony Joshua. Prayers for Anthony Joshua for real. Y'all see this man? Y'all see this man? I swear for God, I would get pregnant by him immediately. On the first link up, I'm trying to get pregnant. On the first link up, I'm trying to get pregnant because he's attractive. Because he's so attractive, I think about the genetics my children will have. They will have this beautiful caramel brown skin mixed with my brown skin. His daddy is built like a beast. His daddy is built like Jesus, son of Nazareth, like he just came off the boat and is perfectly sculpted abs. He's 6'5", 250 plus pounds. You know how hard it is to be tall and instead of being lean, you're bulky? Do you know how hard it is to make the kind of calories you have to eat and working out you have to do to maintain that? He's a beast. He's built like a brick house. This one of the finest men I have ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, I can say that, in my entire life. This is one of the finest men I have ever seen in my entire life. Y'all see this man? Y'all see this? Do y'all see this? And then you think you're going to come with your big gut and your big butt looking like Brene, and you think he's going to talk to you? You don't live a healthy lifestyle. Y'all lifestyle is going to clash. All I'm saying, you don't know who this fine man is, Anthony Joshua? He's a boxer. Yeah, the car crash in Nigeria, unfortunate. Right, he's recovering. Thank you, Jesus. My man is okay. That's my man, y'all. I'm about to make him my screensaver, but I'm trying not to be lustful. Every time I look at him, I think about nasty things. Every time I look at him, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't focus. He's so fine. Damn, he fine. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. All my standards will be out the window. What standards? What do you want to do? Let's do it. Because he's so fine. He makes me want to alter everything that I built myself up to be. And y'all laughing. Listen, if I get one night with Anthony Joshua, I'm gonna sign all the NDAs he want me to sign. I'm gonna give him my phone willingly. I'm gonna say, take that. I don't care. Let's get some paperwork done. Hurry up. Some clip this. I'm telling on myself. And I'm saying that because women are not lustful like that. But if you put the right man in front of us, game changer. And it's the same thing with men. Men are gonna have these standards of what they're not gonna deal with. But if you put the right woman in front of him, he gonna fold every time. That's why I understand when they fold. I don't understand why they fold. But girl, this man's so fine. Look what y'all made me do. Y'all making my life about a fine man. Man, he built like a Greek goddess. This man is so fine. I feel like it should be illegal for him to own a shirt. I feel like he should have the right to walk around naked. I want to see this every day. Okay, we're getting distracted. We're getting distracted, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! We're getting distracted now. Okay, last photo. Golly! Oh my God. Baby, I would fold like a pretzel. Wow. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Woo! Okay. Bringing it back. Talk about submitting. I would submit immediately. What do you need? I got it. Yeah, I'll take care of it. Like, I'm dead serious. But I say that to say, that's how attractive he is. Okay? I am definitely hungry, baby. I'm definitely hungry. When I look at him, starving, drenched. Ah, my God. Anyways, my God. Anyways, imagine being that kind of attractive that a man who has so much in front of him and he's picking you because you align with him. Like, it's okay, y'all, bring it back. We're done talking about that fine specimen, the thirst. Girl, I said I was thirsty. I don't care. I openly admit my thirst, okay? Anyways, can I get some lights for the live? I did say it all. I'm not ashamed. We were created to mate. I'm not ashamed. I would definitely be a sister wife to him. If he had another wife, I'd be like, I'm down. Whatever. What day do I get? Like, I really don't care. I'm dead serious. Anyways, I was telling y'all that, bro, my dad, damn. Yeah. So I was telling y'all that it's been really hard to try to tell women the truth of the matter of where they stand on the scale of their physical health. Not what day do I get? Yup. She would break all the rules, all of them. Everybody has a price. At least I'm being honest with y'all. Some people want to say, I never did it. Oh, please. Not you being overly freaked out, giving advice. Yeah, about Anthony Joshua. Yes, Kels. Yes. Have you seen him? I had to put the picture away so I could focus. Back to what I was saying. So when I saw that my friend, her boyfriend at the time that she was with for almost 10 years, had moved on to another girl, and she wanted to show me a picture of the other girl, I couldn't lie to her. I looked at the other girl and I was like, she is gorgeous. I can't believe you would want me to lie to you and tell you she's not. We shouldn't have to tear down other people to make our friends feel good. I want my friends to be actually doing well for themselves, where we don't have to do that. You can just be different from his preference. But it's not okay that it's to the point where because you're not his preference, you're calling him out of his name. I feel like real gay men, LGBT community that don't have to hide in the closet, come in and just to agree. Real LGBTQ men that don't have to live in the closet, that don't hate their moms, they're wonderful allies to women. They are wonderful allies. Those men, the girls. Let's look at Saucy Santana. Saucy Santana has defended Carisha. I always get them confused because they're so much alike. Saucy Santana has defended Carisha on so many occasions, okay? And I love that because even though he identifies as a homosexual man, he still will elevate his masculine when a man tries to come for her. He will still go head toe-to-toe with a man to protect a woman. There are gay men out there that are actually wonderful protectors of women, but a lot of us as women, because that man is not treating us right, we automatically think he's homosexual when he's not. He's just trying to get out of that relationship with you, and you're not going for it. You want this closure. I don't know what this obsession is for women in closure. I want closure a certain way. I want him to tell me straight up he don't want to be with me, blah, blah, blah. You know how hard it is to have those conversations with people? I have never told a man to his face, I don't want to be with you anymore. It's not working out. I've never even done it. I just stopped calling and stopped texting and let him figure it out. And the worst case scenario is if I ever take a man out on a date, hand to God, anytime I've ever taken a man out on a date, it was my signature of I'm done with you. If I've ever planned a date and taken a man out, he didn't realize what was happening, but it was me being done with him. Like, oh, I appreciate all the dates you took me on. Let me take you on this wonderful date, even though a woman has never taken you out before. And I've had men tell me that, dang, I've never had a girl take me out before. And that was me breaking up with them. That was how I broke up with men. Like, I don't have this uncomfortable dialogue of, I don't want to be with you no more. Yeah, I had to go over closure. I changed my number and everything. The resignation dinner, yup. It's hypocritical to be advocates then use homosexuality as a slur. Exactly. Y'all are literally making homosexual men not even want to come to defend us. Because hello, every time a man don't give you what you want, you calling him the G word, and he's not. And honestly, gay men are so wonderful towards straight women. Why would you want to call a straight man who's treating you like trash gay? What? I don't. I am done with all. Please fill out this survey after. I don't even need a survey. And they always come back because they thought like, oh my gosh, like you took me out on a date? Is this ever going to happen again? And they call me and I never answer. I know, like, that was it. That's all I got. Like, it's for me to end it with, for them to not have a bad taste in their mouth. That dang, I invested all of this in this woman. She couldn't even tell me she didn't want me no more. And the reason why, I don't know what men's reasons are, but as women, how many times have women tried to end things and men tried to end that woman? So that's the reason why I don't just straight out say, I don't want to be with you no more. It's not working for me. I just walk away. That's actually a mind trip. I know it is. I just leave. I don't care. Yeah, that's what I do now. I'm not going to lie to you. That's exactly what I do now. Before, I would take them on a final date, and then they just kept coming back. And I was like, what's wrong with this guy? It was a mind trip, now that I think about it. True, we be protecting women. We G boys love women. I'm saying, I know that y'all do. I've had my nails done by a man. I've had my makeup done by a man. G men, and I have to say the G word because TikTok is really sensitive. I don't want TikTok to read it as a hateful speech. G men have been so supportive. I literally will go into Ulta and they'll be like, okay, come through, girl. Like, they're so loving. They're a lot like us. They're very similar. And I know people like to say, oh, G men get their personality from Black women. They're so supportive. They'll help you with your makeup. They'll help you with their hair. Girl, they will defend you. So for y'all to be coming on here and be saying, oh, just because a straight man didn't want to give you what you want, he got to be a G. He's not. He's not G-A-Y. He just didn't want to be with you. Your ego is so big and inflated, no one can correct you. You think that you're all high and almighty. Can I get some more likes for the live, though? And give great game. And they do. Story time. Because I always have one of those for y'all. If y'all watch certain shows, a lot of GAY men have come up with these slangs and lingos that we use today. Clock it. That's from gay men. T, body T, what's the fat? Gay men. And y'all have the audacity to call straight men gay because they don't want to give you what you want? That's weird. Let me grab my blanket. So yeah, let me get to the story time. So anyways, y'all know I do lipo-dissolve and Tizepatide. Same with the boys who gonna be boys. That's an insult to femininity. Yup, aka as women, exactly. Can I get some more likes for the live though? So, the place I go to and get my lipo-dissolve or whatever, it's weird. It is weird, big time. It is. This girl was telling me, she's like, she wants to get her lips done, and her partner, that's what the first thing I clocked. She said partner, not boyfriend. Clock it was black women, though, I'm pretty sure. I agree with you wholeheartedly, and yes, all of that, men will call you back after the random doom dinner. They do, so I had to stop taking them on them doom dinners, because baby, they wouldn't leave me alone. Anyway, so this girl was saying how, oh yeah, my partner didn't like the fact that I got, the lip filler. The first thing I clocked was the fact that she said partner. She didn't say boyfriend. She didn't say my man. She didn't say none. She said partner. And he's a man. Why are you calling partner? You know, most couples that say partner are of the same sex relationship. So why are you saying partner and he's a man and you're a woman? I got quiet. I didn't say nothing. I'm minding my business. The next session I went to a month later, she tells me she found out her ex was gay. I said, how you find that out, sis? I kind of knew because when she said partner, but I was listening for the rest of the tea. She said that her gay homeboy, her GAY homeboy, was like, let me test him. And she said, go ahead. Next thing you know, the GAY homeboy pulls up a video and he's bending her man over and just... I said, damn, I thought you said test him, not take him out for a spin. Oh my Lord. And she was like, I just feel so disgusted. I can't believe he would do this. And that's why it makes sense why he didn't like me enhancing. Yeah, so the homeboy, her homeboy that was testing out the boyfriend was doing the bending. The boyfriend was basically being the woman's position. Let me just say it as clean as I can. Right, did the test have to go that far? That's what I'm saying. Damn, girl, you said test him, not test drive him. Girl, I was shocked. When she said that to me, we both were like, when she finished her sentence, I was like this. I was like, oh, oh, that's why you said partner last month and not boyfriend. Oh, that wasn't a test. That was a final exam. That sure was. He still deny it. Girl, she has a daughter, so she didn't want to take it too far as exposing him. She did what she had to do. That's all I'm going to say, because that's not her business for me to be telling all the tea. But the friend was plotting. Girl, but the thing is, the fact that he had the opportunity to do it is what's scary. Oh my gosh, wow, the friend was plotting. I read that, okay. Girl, when I seen that, I was just like, okay, he might be DL. He was the part of the DL community. He had a problem with you enhancing your looks, maybe because he wanted to be you. You live in a world where you liking men is acceptable to society, but him liking men is not so acceptable. And I get that. The LGBT community has come such a long way. We don't have to add on to their burdens by name calling straight men when that's not what it is. A lot of these straight men are treating you poorly because they want to treat you poorly and because you're accepting it. How many times have women came on TikTok, online, let me just say online. How many times have you been scrolling on your timeline and it's been a woman telling you a story time about how many times a man played in her face? He did this, he did that, he did this, and I still stayed. And then they started talking bad about that man. And like I told y'all on my live yesterday, when y'all talk bad about y'all partners, the people you're dating, it says more about you than it says about them. Because what it says is you acknowledge they were a terrible person and you still put up with it. What does that say about you? Put a finger down. Oh, let me pin that right. Let me pin that comment. Put a finger down. Put a finger down if you found out your man is this. Put a finger down if you find out your man got your cousin pregnant. Put a finger down if you found out your man was sleeping with your grandma. Put a finger down if, oh no, just me? And I be looking at her like, girl, you could not waterboard that information out of me. Are you mad? I'm so tired of women coming online and collecting empathy like, what's it called? They're collecting empathy. They're collecting empathy like infinity stones. Like, I'm going to tell everybody this story and make him look bad. Not abuela. Yes, abuela. Okay, yes, abuela. Abuela's getting it too, okay? Abuela's getting it too. And it's so weird to me how many times a woman will come online and tell you a story, then defend him in the comments. Exactly. They'll still defend. No, it's okay if y'all hate him. No, it's okay if I hate him, but y'all can't hate him too because I'm gonna go back to him. What about the girl? Your nails. Thank you, girl. What about that girl? She went, she got pregnant from random man in Atlanta just to find out he had 7 other baby mamas and then she ended up going back to him. What about her? They just want justification for staying. Y'all remember that story time? The girl that came online and talked about random man from Atlanta to find out she was like she was the number 7 baby mama. And all the baby mamas started coming forward. She started getting brand deals and she got back with him. Y'all don't remember that story? This is why it's so hard for me to defend women sometimes, because we will help y'all. We will get y'all a safe place to stay. We will get y'all out of that domestic violence situation. Get Nick Cannons. And guess what y'all will do? Y'all will call up your abuser, tell them the exact location you are, let him move in, and start the cycle all over again. All I'm saying is a lot of women lack accountability. I know y'all don't want to hear that. A lot of women lack accountability. Then they get mad at you for not holding them accountable and not pandering to them and letting them get away with their victim sob story. A lot of women do that. They have a victim mentality, have a victim story, why they can't change, why this man is so terrible. And the moment you tell that woman where she's going wrong, she look at you like you a hater. Oh, you don't understand. No, you wanted to tell me the story so I could give you more empathy. You know you're going to stay with that man. Why are you telling me his business? I had a friend like that. She would tell me she was doing this man. This man didn't even have enough ambition to finish college on his own. She finished with her bachelor's. She moved out. She tried to threaten him and say, oh, I'm going to move out. I'm going to move on. She moved out with her daughter. She got her bachelor's degree. She was doing his online classes for him to get his AA degree. She was doing his online classes. He didn't have enough strength as a man to look at his woman and say, I'm going to do better because my family depends on me. She ended up doing all his online classes. That's how he got his AA degree. When she moved on and slept with another guy and he realized he was really losing her, he ended up getting her pregnant, moving into the apartment that she moved out on her own with her daughter, and they got married. And I was just looking like, this is why it's hard for me to tell y'all exactly how I feel, because y'all will drag this man, put his business out there, and you want me to still look at him as a good fit for you. You want me to still look at him as a man for you. When you just told me all his business, you accepted it, and you want me to show up to the wedding with a smile on my face? No, I can't do that. Now I see him as the man that you finished his AA degree for him. That's what I see when I look at him. That you moved out on your own and you let him move in with you. No, they end up getting married. It's not a situationship. They end up getting married. That woman, the woman on the cruise with her husband, remember her? Oh my gosh. I got to pin this comment. Girl. Oh, well. A friend that this ditched all of her friends for nothing like her situationship. Oh, I think you were telling me about someone else's. Oh, girl, the lady, apparently, I don't know what the story was with her, but can I be honest? When she came on live drunk and stuff, I said something not right with her. It's not that she's been drinking or she's heartbroken. Something was genuinely not right with her. To me, she gave a look like she had a special needs to her. It's like in her eyes. Something about her just was off. Like something was just not there that I was like, I never fell for it. Like I saw her story and I kept scrolling. I was like, okay, yeah. When you've been through enough BS, you're able to spot some certain things as they're unfolding. What was the story? I couldn't even tell you what the story was. I know that she got married. He was looking at other women, and she tried to post the whole story time about how she was sexually assaulted and how on their cruise for their honeymoon, he was looking at other women. That's all I know. I couldn't tell you anymore because I kept scrolling after that. The crying in the wedding dress. Yeah, she was in her wedding dress crying on live, drunk. All this craziness. And y'all, guess what? She from Houston. Can y'all keep liking the live, though? Can I get some gifts on the live? Y'all being stingy today. I hit not interested. Me too. And she recorded it while crying in a wedding dress with a bottle. Laughed my butt off. I was like, what? WTF? Yup. Thank you. Keep liking live. Thank you. I'm not going to lie. I seen it. I was like, girl, hush. Right. And apparently she made such a big bag that they tried to do it with the husband but failed. Girl, that's why I be telling y'all, some of these people be coming online, they be dead wrong. Like, why do women do this? I don't know. Women, sometimes the fact that at times, I'm not going to say all the time, We date at the level of our self-esteem. Exactly. Sometimes women, because the law is supposed to work in our favor, when women come forward and it don't be the truth, it hurts a lot of women that are telling the truth. Because now we don't know who we're supposed to actually back up and support 100%. Because what if you done backed up and supported this girl and she lying? What if you don't help this girl and she went back to that man? She went back to her abusers. Do you know it takes a domestic violence victim 7 times to leave her partner? That means she getting her head knocked off, going back, getting her head knocked off, going back, bleeding to death, going back, put in the hospital, going back 7 times before she actually leaves. Did you know that? I do a city girl walk. And one of the girls, well, she's a woman, one of the walk leaders, her name is Tiffany, and she's like an attorney that handles domestic violence cases. And she told me it's a cycle. A lot of the times it's because they saw someone in their family be a domestic violence victim. It's a cycle that continues. And I thank God every day that I have women in my family that hit men. I thank God every day. A lot of them never leave, unfortunately. Yup. A lot of them don't get 7. Yup. It's sad. Yup. Because before 7, their life is done. So it's on average if they make it to 7. So it's sad, but they are conditioned from childhood. Yup. That's why I be coming on here telling y'all stories about how growing up, I've seen men try to abuse women in my family. And I've seen the women in my family fight back. It is so uncommon for someone in my family to be getting abused by a man. We are the abusers. Y'all heard about the Lion King girl? No, someone has to break the loop. Yup. What is that movie? It ends with us. Someone has to end that loop. I can't believe she even had that man baby. Girl, I would have returned to sender so fast after he hit me. Baby, throw me down the stairs. Let's get this done. Let's get this over with. I had a neighbor like that. It was traumatizing to hear through the walls. I teach my daughter to fight back and put her in karate. Yup. It's not worth it to have such low self-esteem that you would allow someone to put hands on you. Why are you laughing, girl? To have such low self-esteem, you allow someone to treat you like trash, like you're nothing, that they will put their hands on you and they can come back and do it again. I get offended when men ghost me and try to come back. If a man were to hit me, and I would never be the woman to say never, but I thank God every day that through little things that I do, men can tell I hit back. I'm so grateful that when I'm laughing a little too hard, I elbow him and he feel a little bit of pressure. He's like, oh yeah, she finna hit me back. The return to sender, throw me down the stairs, had me rolling. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. My thing is, I don't want any evidence that I was with an abuser and now I have created life because of that. I don't even like having pictures of guys I used to deal with. I don't even like pictures of me during that era. You ever look through your Instagram and you remember you posted because you were going through something and you hate the fact that you were going through that time, but now you're grateful you're through it? I don't even want to picture. What did Nicki Minaj said? I don't even want to text from y'all. When I'm done, I don't even want to text from y'all. I don't want it. I'm a different creature. Y'all don't know when I left my butt off. Well, oh, I feel you. I had a terrible goatee at one time, right? There are chapters in my life I do not want to relive. And you think contacting me and reminding me that I gave you so many chances to play in my face, I'm going to be like, oh, he misses me. No, you know what I'm saying to myself? He misses his big dummy. She's no longer here. Christina's gone. Anyways, I don't even let men take pictures with me unless we're exclusive. Girl, I'm steadily evolving. I don't want to be reminded of mistakes I made that I wouldn't make today. You can't convict me. I'm an innocent woman. I wouldn't make that mistake today because they will post them on dating sites. I cringe every time. Yeah, the pics are looking good at old versions of yourself. Yeah, just that. Just to look at what you overcame. But like, anyways, I'm just saying that it's really hard to try to sometimes tell women, and even when you're just their friend, it's really hard to correct their behavior. Because a lot of times women have this all high and mighty complex about themselves that is so hard to speak to. Why do you think men get so many more chances in relationships than women get in friendships? Because we can pinpoint exactly what our friend is doing that they need to correct and they don't like it. Keep gifting me, y'all. Keep gifting me. Thank you. We can talk to that spirit because we've been through it. That's why it's so hard for me. I don't like, okay, look, anyone I dated between 1996 and 2024 doesn't count. Baby, 2026, factory reset. That's all I'm saying. When it say Happy New Year, factory reset. That's all I'm saying. It's so hard for me to get on here and try to give y'all advice about stuff I used to do because two different kind of people show up in my life when I do that. The men that want to bash me, and then the women that want to tell me about their sob story, and then it welcomes more women that are making those decisions that I wouldn't make today. I know that since I came out of those bad habits, I wouldn't make those decisions today. So it's so hard for me to give y'all advice because I know y'all not ready to leave. Someone was on my live yesterday. They said they were dating a man. This is what they said. They were dating a man baby. Y'all remember yesterday live? They were dating a man baby. They don't know how to leave. You came on my live, a stranger's live, to tell me you're dating a man baby, but you're so weak that you can't even leave. Why did you come on here to talk bad about a man, but you made yourself look bad talking bad about that man and then also admitting that you're not going to leave? It's so hard to want to give y'all advice because all it does is welcome women that are not going to change. It welcomes women to ask dumb questions, and you can tell by the way they ask the question, they're not about to leave that man. Like earlier on this live, I was telling y'all stop calling men the GAY word, and one girl was talking about my ex made a new page and he following a new girl. Why do you think I care? I'm a stranger on the internet. Why do you think I care that your ex, you even said it, ex, is liking another girl page? Why are you even monitoring your ex who no longer wants you, who's no longer in a relationship with you? Why are you monitoring that man to the point where you know who he's following and you found his new page? You sound like a stalker. These are the things I be trying to tell y'all. When women try to tell y'all, snap out of it. That behavior is not okay. Women get mad and they don't want to be your friend anymore because you don't want to feed their delusion, because you don't want to coddle them, because now you're being too mean. You're not forgiving. You're not healed. Are you miserable? Then they try to flip it on you and try to do this weird mental game and try to say, oh, you're not healed. If I wasn't healed, why'd you come to my live and ask me for advice? Let's think about that. They don't want to wake up. They don't. A lot of women love the idea of being mistreated because it means, remember growing up? I don't know about y'all. Oh, if he's mean to you, that means he like you. All you were doing was grooming a woman into being bullied into her abuser's hands. If he's being mean to you, that means he like you. Now that we're the new adults, we don't tell the women coming after us that's true. We're telling them if he's mean to you, he don't like you. So now you're starting to believe that a man being abusive towards you is some type of emotion. So he feels something for you when he really feels utter disgust. That is the emotion he feels. But you think it's something else. And then you call him gay. Then you call him in the closet. And he's none of those things. He's a man. He's trying to leave you alone and you won't leave him alone back. You're stalking his page. You're looking at the pages he's now following. You're looking at his new girl page. You sound crazy. Women actually like, and it's sad. It is sad. They hate you using you. They hate you using you. It's weird to me. This is actually why, they don't recognize men's humanity. They're just actors in self-directed play. Hey, Corey. It's so weird to me. When y'all come on this internet and y'all tell us how men have mistreated you, the only women that I take seriously when they say decenter men are lesbians who have not had babies by men. Because we got a bunch of studs that got kids. Okay, you can't hate men that bad. You keep going back for D. Okay, you ain't even playing defense. You know what I'm trying to say? The only women I believe when they talk about decenter men are lesbian women that do not have children by men. Are lesbian women that are in marriages with women that have decided to get children like the brat. If the brat says decenter men, I'm going to believe the brat because I've never seen her with a man. And she's married to a woman and they're doing their baby through surrogacy. Okay? I'm new here, but instantly started following because I like your content though. Thank you. I don't know why you put a question mark. What is it you decided to stop doing? I don't know. What did I stop doing? I stopped believing when women say decenter men and they're getting mistreated by them. The only women I believe that when they say decenter men are lesbians that don't have babies by men. Those are the only women I believe. Women that are sitting there going back and forth with a man and saying decenter men, they're trying to trick you out of your spot. They will put up with that man. They need you to leave the spot so they can take it. Lunch break stream. I'm off today. So this is just a stream. What was it that you decided to stop doing? I read that one already. I think it's weird when I try to correct my friends and they think it's time to argue. I can't even tell you where you're slipping up at because it's welcoming an argument. I can't tell you that you dead wrong for doing that to him because now you think I want your man. I don't want your man. You want your man. I'm just telling you where you're wrong at. I think it's weird that when I try to tell my friends, hey, you're becoming a part of the out of hand program, you're getting out of shape, they get mad at me. But they want to go down to Miami to the expensive clubs. And when they get rejected, they want to make videos about they get rejected. You can pay me to make a video of me getting rejected in a club in Miami because Miami has a high standard. All you're telling society is, I don't meet Miami standard and I'm mad about it. That's all you're saying. After we leave, though, how do you get over memories while standing on business? It's so easy. Hello, baby. Don't call me baby without no money. That's easy. I want to answer this. You're not invested in yourself enough. That's why it's hard for you to move on. When you're excited about your life, it is going to be hard for people to get a hold of you. When you're excited, you're waking up and you have something to look forward to that has nothing to do with your ex, you become excited. You start to daydream about things in your life you never even knew that was possible. When I was going through like the worst breakup of my life, I remember going on Eventbrite and going to random events by myself and meeting people. In those moments, I could have stayed home and thought about that man, gone through his social media. I replaced it with going out, having something in front of me, visibly distracting me, seeing someone's performance, seeing someone paint live, seeing a runway. It started to allow me to dream again. You're stuck because you're still selling yourself on a relationship that doesn't exist anymore. You're still holding on to hope when the relationship doesn't exist anymore. But when you're actually excited about your life, like you think content creation is easy? No, you think it's easy to get on this camera and complete strangers judge me, but how I make it exciting is I keep doing things I've never done. I bought a camera. I'm learning to edit better. I'm going live more. I was never going live like this a few months ago. Instead of me being caught up on a dating app, swiping endlessly, I'm in y'all face trying to build community, trying to build a brand. When you're excited about your life, you're not going to let little things like a failed relationship bother you. It's going to be the least of your worries. You're going to be trying to figure out, how can I be like hotter by spring? I start looking at gym memberships. I'm already at the gym, but I start looking at memberships where it's like boot camp and you just walk in, they tell you the workouts to do. You get what I'm saying? You start thinking of ways to improve yourself to the point where you become out of that person's league. They're not even your type anymore. They can't even get you if they wanted to. Even if they wanted to come back, you couldn't go back to that because now you're out of their league. You haven't figured out how to be excited about your life. That's why you're asking me that question. Yeah, I love the consistency. Are we talking about how to move on from relationship, but revenge is success? We were talking about, Corey is on YouTube. The title of my video was telling women we have big egos. Stop calling men gay when straight men turn you down. When straight men don't want to be in a relationship with you, when they don't want to commit to you, doesn't mean they're gay. It means they just don't want you. And then I had people asking me questions on TikTok, so I'm answering those questions. But once you become excited about your life, like, girl, I don't even know what you look like because your name just says K. Let's just say you're fat. I don't know if you are. If you got to your goal weight today, you wouldn't even be thinking about that man. You know why? You'd be like, I'm too sexy for him to touch. I'm too hot for this. Like, he could never get this. What do you think about, hold on. What do you think about the idea of being ugly, be the ugly friend, unapproached friend? I don't know, girl. I ain't never been that. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be rude. Wow, this is a great topic. Like, I think it's weird when women try to call men out of their name because they're not getting what they want. And I was telling a lot of women, it's their ego. Women are so used to being called beautiful and attractive by people that want to sleep with them or people that want them to buy stuff. When you go into Sephora, when you go into Ulta, you're not really beautiful. The salesperson's going to tell you, you look beautiful, but you know what? Buy this and you'll be stunning, and you believe them. It's hard to hold women accountable because when you hold them accountable, they want to fight with you. This is what I'm saying, Corey. I'm doing a recap because you're here. It's hard to hold women accountable and tell them the truth. You're not that pretty. Your hair could be better. Your makeup could be better. Your weave looks synthetic. Because when you tell them the truth, they think you're a hater. They think that now you want to fight. When the truth is, you're really not that pretty. You're getting out of shape. Your hair looks synthetic. That's the truth. He's not gay. He just knows that he could get a better quality woman. You're letting yourself go, and he don't want to go along for the ride. You're calling him gay to try to target him and make him feel bad about himself, but that's not the truth. He's a straight man. He just sees the direction you're going, and he's opting out, and you can't handle it because women's egos are huge. Women's egos are hugely inflated, beyond recognition. Appreciate the recap. I'm here in Houston on vacay, fully tuned in. Oh, that's what's up. When do you go back? I'm off until I go back on the 2nd, Friday. So one day, and then I'm off another 3 days. I always hype me up my own esteem and ethics. Just follow. Thanks y'all for the follow. January 4th. That's what's up. I just think that it's hard to tell women what we can improve on because y'all be looking at us like it's a competition. It's not a competition. I would love to have more attractive friends, but the moment I try to tell y'all where y'all lacking, y'all think it's me. Y'all think I'm the hater. I'm trying to come for you. Like I try to give this one girl advice on her appearance. She was saying she want to be sexy. And I honestly told her what she needed to work on. She made a whole video. Now I'm the bad guy because I gave her feedback. She made a whole video about it. Like, babe, you need to lose weight. Like, I'm just going to leave that topic alone. Like, the moment I started saying, hey, this is your problem area, I was the bad guy. Now she's trying to come for me in my videos. Now every time I would make a video, she's asking me, oh, take the filter off. Let's see you with just your face. And little did she know, I've been going to the med spa. So when I started getting on live, like you see TikTok, I don't have a filter on. You see YouTube, I don't have a filter on. Little did she know when she tried to attack me because I tried to tell her critique, and her telling me to take off a filter, now I have women asking me, what's the skincare routine? I didn't expect that. Like, trying to give y'all advice, it be backfiring, and it makes me not want to tell y'all nothing. It makes me want to look at y'all and keep y'all ugly, and while I get beautiful over here and just stay away from y'all. Because I don't want to attract no hating homegirls. That's one thing I don't want. I always, stay on top of my game, do my business and self-care right. I think it relates to this idea everyone should validate our self-view. Yes. It's easier to insult than improve. It sure is. And what's Corey saying over here? Weight is always a topic no one wants to talk about. No one wants to talk about it. But then y'all always want to put on these bodycon dresses, bodycon outfit, and you built like a WWE fighter. You don't got the bodycon for the bodycon. You get what I'm saying? And I hate that for y'all. I hate that so much. I like when women wear the outfit right and they got the right body that when they step out, even women are, to me, I know I did it right when women look at me. I know I did it right when women look at me. I don't care about the men looking at me. When the women are on my body, that's how I know I did it right. Sometimes I'll be like at having tacos at a bar and this is how I know women are insecure. This is a dead giveaway. They always want to tell me how they struggle with drinking alcohol and they want to get in the gym. I'm not a personal trainer. Every time you putting a hookah in your mouth and you eating hot wings, you're not thinking about me. But when I step out of the scene and I look better than you, it bothers you because you knew you could have did better and you didn't. And now you want to confess to me, I don't know how to stop drinking. I'm trying to do calisthenics. I don't give a, I don't know why you thought I would care. I'm very shallow. Because you slip in, you want me to feel empathy for you? Why would you think that? So that's one thing I hate about when people think that being nice means I should sit down and be polite and listen to your problems. I know I look like a WW Wonder Woman. I'm talking about, well, good for you, girl. You look like Wonder Woman. Some of them look like the Big Show, okay? Built all kind of wrong. The idea of revenge bodies, why can't we do the long term? He's gone. He doesn't care. I don't know what that means. WWE Fights Wild fighter. And I like it. I just be minding my business. I just hate that y'all see me go to the gym. Y'all see me wake up at 5 a.m. and I'll post me going to the gym. Then you want to ask me to hang out and go do hookah and hot wings. Everything you're asking me to do goes against what I'm working towards goal-wise. Then when summer come, some women don't even have the self-respect they need. You don't have to have this banging body. It's all about the outfit and how you dress your body. But some of y'all be going outside the house and y'all don't have no clothes on and we don't want to see you naked. We don't want to see you naked. If you're going to show us naked, be built like a bodybuilder where I can see your quads, your traps, your shoulders, your lats. Don't just be built like a brick house because it screams low self-esteem. You didn't care enough about your body to get in the gym. You didn't care enough to get in shape, but you're showing off this body that anyone can have access to, but nobody wants access to it. When you start taking care of yourself, you're going to start preserving yourself. You're not trying to have it out in the wild. This is your body. This is the one free thing that was God given at birth. This is how you navigate. This is your vehicle for life. The body is the outfit. Get fit to feel your best. Self-care is the only care that matters on the YT most. Yup. Let me see. Man, them pool parties in Houston be looking crazy. Them pool parties, and y'all be going to the wrong doctors because I be looking at y'all belly button when y'all get the BBLs and the tummy tuck. I be looking at y'all belly button like this. I be trying not to look at it, but I be like, you paid for that? You paid for that? You paid for him to do that? Wow, looks nice. That's why y'all gotta be covered up because y'all got all these scars. That's how I know you're not who you think you are. Because then I come outside, I don't have to cover it up. They didn't stick a knife under my belly and squeeze out all the fat and do this. I went to the gym and I did crunches. Like, that's the difference, man. Corey, stop. I'm gonna leave the BBLs alone. I might have some BBLs in tummy tucks in my TikTok right now. I got 70 people in here, but y'all not liking the live. Why y'all not liking the live? Y'all cheap. Y'all cheap. I gotta always tell them like the live, y'all. I gotta put them to work. Y'all like being yelled at. Cause when I'm nice, y'all be sitting there chilling. But when I be like the live, no, you cheap. Then I start to see the hearts light up on the screen. Love yourself out loud and others will follow that behavior. Exactly. The women I can tell that are insecure are the women that they are not the same person. Depending on their setting and their scenery, you're going to get a different woman. And that makes sense because every personality doesn't fit every room. It makes sense to accommodate yourself. But there's a lot you can tell by when a woman is tempted. Like when I showed y'all Anthony Joshua, y'all saw how I was acting like a wild animal. I was biting the screen. But if you put an average man in front of me, I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm abstinent. No, thank you. But Anthony Joshua, you know what I'm saying? When you put the right kind of thing in front of a woman or a man, you're going to get a different reaction. Y'all want men to praise y'all, and y'all don't look like something worth being praised. A lot of y'all look average. I see so many videos of women saying men are genuinely ugly. Women are caked up in makeup, caked up in wigs. Y'all can't be saying men are genuinely ugly when they come outside looking like they real self, but you wouldn't do that. I'm in makeup right now. You can tell I got a little bit of glam on. My eyebrows are drawn on. My sewing is on. And y'all still come in here. These ain't my nails. These are acrylics. And y'all still come in here and ask me, where'd I get my nails? Can we see the nails? Can we see the hair? Can we see the makeup? I got all the materials. Y'all keep wanting to bash men when women, we're not that far off from them. Y'all are too dependent on materials and not being able to stand on your own two genetics. A lot of y'all can't stand on your own two genetics. It's okay if you get surgery. I'm not mad at the surgery. All I'm saying is, how many times have you seen since the pandemic happened, women got BBLs, then they came online and started selling programs? How you got a BBL and now you're talking to a woman that has the body that you just paid for, and you're trying to coach her to have the body you paid for when she has it naturally. You get what I'm trying to say? You can't even stand on your own two genetics. And then you'll sit here and talk about a man and what he looked like. But what about you? That's why I hate when y'all come online and tell me about a man. My ex-boyfriend is following another girl. You sound insecure. My ex-boyfriend is da-da-da. You sound silly. You can't stand on your own 2 feet. That's why you're harassing that man. You're miserable by yourself. If you were happy by yourself, you wouldn't have to chase behind that man. If you're the girl that you think you are, that's worth pursuing, that man should be on my live asking me how to get you. It shouldn't be the other way around. So the moment y'all be telling me about a man, I know you have low self-esteem. I know that you're insecure. I know that man ran away from you because you're not the woman you think you are. He had an idea of you. Once he got you, he's seen that your confidence is not that high. You're not who you really think you are. You compromised when you met him. He thought you were going to challenge him and you did it. So now the thrill is gone and now he's gone as well. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, have more self-esteem, build yourself. While he's in your life, you should still be getting fine. He should be afraid for you to leave that house because he know how many men are going to approach you. When you get dressed, he should be like, hey, babe, where you going? What was going on? Instead of, yeah, I'll see you later. He should be concerned. He should be like, dang, I got to buy her something today. I know another man going to do it for her. You know what I mean? But a lot of women, as soon as they get in relationships, they want to sit down. They want to relax. Why do you think so many married women, once they get married, they done gain weight? They done had as many kids. They had more kids than they could handle. And that man left her for a woman that didn't do all those things. A woman that's selfish, self-centered, very demanding. Why is it they always go for that? They don't go for the same thing twice. They don't go for the same one that play those games. They get the ones that are stuck up. Don't get sick with pregnancy and can't make your usual bag and spend all your savings. Okay, why even get married anyone anymore? It's all cooked. I think it's because you're too used to society, Corey. I just went home for the holidays. My cousin that does her annual Christmas dinner, they've been married 27 years. I see how powerful it is to be married. I see it firsthand. I don't let the internet get into my mind. My other cousin who's been married for 15 years, she had brunch. So we went in the morning, we went all the way to West Palm Beach. We had brunch at her house, her 2-parent household with their 2 kids. They all getting gifts. Then at night, we went to my other cousin's house and we had dinner. I have holidays because of their union, okay? No one's out here trying to say, give up about it. No one's on that city girl stuff. My home, a lot of the women in my family, my sister's married. I've seen the benefit of a union. All the women in my family that are married, when I visit for the holidays, they all have an extra bed, a spare bedroom that I can sleep in. All of them. I don't have to go to no hotel or nothing. I can have someone pick me up. It's an extension. Them having kids is an extension of their love. What is this? No birds in the building, many in bush, wires and proceeds. I don't know what you're saying. This is not even English. There is no alternative to marriage, right? I've seen unions. I've seen what it looks like when it's done right. It's powerful. I would like it made sense with someone, but now it seems like everyone just wants to take nowadays. Do you ever notice that the happily married people are not online giving y'all advice on podcasts? Look at Tabitha and her marriage. Did you notice that how Wendy Williams came after Tabitha? And Tabitha be minding her business. You know Tabitha, the vegan. And she prayed for Wendy. She said, oh, this woman is in pain. And Wendy's now divorced. Tabitha is still married. What I realize about married people, they don't come online and put people in their business. It's a union between 3 people, really 2 people. The husband, the wife, and God. Your union is supposed to be secrecy. It's not supposed to be on the internet. The people that are getting online, giving you all this advice about marriage, staying single, if they had the woman of their dreams right now, they would not be online as much. They would be further in life. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, multiple times in my family. Every time someone in my family got married and it was done properly is the key word. Not for a wedding, but for the marriage aspect of it, forgiveness, for better or worse, through sickness and health, through the vows. They're not online making podcasts. They have multiple properties, multiple businesses, and nobody knows their business. A lot of them have a very low following online because in real life, they're winning. In real life, their money is in their account. It's not in their following. It's not in the comment section. So when I see people come online with stacks of money to their ear, vacations every week, I don't think they have it for real. I think they're trying to remind the internet they exist. I've seen too many very successful married people in my family that I know what it looks like. I can tell when someone's punk faking. I think you don't realize how valuable marriage is because you don't have an example in your household. Your household as in like your family tree. Once you get one good glimpse of what marriage is supposed to be like, you're going to strive for it. I didn't realize how powerful the position of a wife was until my brother got married and the wife could make all the decisions for my brother. My mom couldn't say shit. I was shocked. I was flabbergasted. I said, my mom gave birth to this guy. And the lawyer was like, yeah, but he's married. It's his wife, right? The wife come before all that. And when you pick properly, Wonderful things happen when someone actually loves you, has your back, wants to nurture you. I've seen it with my own two eyes. No one can talk me out of marriage. That's why situationships don't work with me. That's why I haven't been in a situationship for years. That's why I've been abstinent for years, because I've already made up in my mind. I've seen through sickness and health. I'm done with the getting to know you. I'm done with the starting the text all over again, something new. I want something that's familiar, that will stand the test of time, that will give me an anniversary. I'm done with the casual. I think the internet has warped a lot of our minds. A lot of miserable people have a microphone. And y'all think marriage is not worth it? Marriage is so worth it when it's the right person. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. That's exactly why I'm back in church. That's exactly why I'm a member of a church, Wheeler Baptist. That's exactly why I stopped dating casually. That's exactly why I turned my life around and started reading the Bible again, because the society will just, this and this and this. And you'll start to believe it. But the moment you get a taste of that good thing, your emotions are going to be high. Your oxytocin's going to be going. You're going to be so shocked. This woman actually loves you. This woman actually wants the best for you. She's actually speaking healing into you, helping you. You're going to be like, dang, this is worth it. But you haven't been exposed to that. Once you get that, it's going to be so hard for you to entertain situationships, women that just want your money to get your help, women that are shallow. It's going to be so hard for you to entertain that. It is so hard for me to entertain a man that brag about how much he make but won't help me. I make 6 figures. Suck my dick. Damn. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. You don't even know my last name. It's going to be so hard. It's going to be so hard. They stay stand, well, fantasy world you live in, and you live a fitness world. I'm tired of this. Fantasy world, I'm exhausted. The world is killing me. SMH, like, go away. They all miserable. Who's miserable? I don't date anymore. I just take trips. I stopped dating too because I think it's gonna open up the door for the right man to come in. So I haven't, in all of 2025, I haven't gone on any dates. I haven't, and even the men I used to date, if I told them that, they wouldn't believe me. If I told them, any one of them, that, they wouldn't believe me. They're like, yeah, whatever. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to believe me. It's not that I don't see it worth going on dates. I just haven't met someone that makes it worth it. The people who want situationships, etc., and those who don't want marriage. I'm reading 2 comments from 2 different platforms. I'm on TikTok over here and I'm on YouTube over here. No dates in 2025. 2026, I'm going to go on dates, though. I didn't go on any dates in all of 2025. I didn't get to know anybody. No texting, no nothing. I stayed committed. And I vowed, I said, God, all right, I done gave you, well, I don't want to say I gave him because God gave me a year. I gave myself that full, hey, let me do everything I want to do by myself, with myself, travel, see the world, do all that. I do that often. But as people, we were created to be with other people. We're not created to be alone. That loneliness is going to be at your door. And if you stay single too long and you stay by yourself too long, the problem is when something that represents just a little fraction of what you want, you're going to fold because you haven't been dating, because there's a huge gap. That's exactly why I'm getting back to dating. But I'm not dating for marriage. I'm just dating to date now. Okay, you sound like me in 2024. Now I'm just dating to date so I can continue that experience. So when the right man does come along, I'm not thirsty. I'm not well-trained. I'm not well-mannered, 2026, the date of dates. Yeah, I'm just going to be dating to date. I'm not going to have the expectation of marriage. I know women like to do that. Every date we go on, we think, is this the one? I'm just going on dates for experience, to build my repertoire. Okay? I'm about to be that, because Lord, I'm dying from being sucked dry. That's what I'm saying. We give too much. You got to stop going in with the mentality of this is going to lead to something. Just let it reveal itself. I told myself 2026, I'm going to go on more dates, but I'm not invested. I'm not anticipating it to be marriage. If it ends up marriage, great, but I'm not going to put that pressure on myself. Every single time, I can tell y'all this, 100% of my relationships have never led to marriage. Okay? So I'm done dating with the logic of, let me be loving, let me be honest, I'm just going to go there for the time that we're having. If it's one date, just show up with the mentality of one date. I'm not going with the mentality of getting to date two. If it get to date two, it do. If it don't, it don't. Unfortunately, my boundaries are weak. You need to date more. You need to date more. That's it. You can't go too long without dating, because then when something that looks a little like something, but it's really nothing, it's going to fool you because you've been too long without it. You know how this is obviously going to be an example. I've never been in a desert in my life. If you go too long without water and you're in the desert, everything starts to look like water when it's not. Don't go too long being so hard and stern that you don't date, that when something comes along, it's not really what you want, but it's better than nothing. And that's how we get into these situationships. That's interesting. So date more. Can you explain? Hell yeah. Date more. That's exactly what I'm saying. You're dating with the expectation of marriage. That's where you're messing up at. You're putting too much pressure on it to be something when it hasn't even revealed what it is to you. Sometimes you have to treat dating like someone's your secret Santa. You don't know what's in that box. Open the box and see what's in the box. Once you open the box and you take a look at the object for what it is. A lot of women like to look at this and say, I see potential. This is what it really is, when that's not what it is at all. Stop dating with the eyes of potential and date to have clarity. Date to be able to know what things are for what they are. Stop trying to be delusional for the sake of marriage, because you have the end goal of marriage in mind. So you're trying to make it fit into something it's not. That's how you end up in situationships. But that's how I took myself out of situationships, because I stopped wanting that validation. The reason why women and men are in situationships is because you're seeking validation that you don't know how to give to yourself. Why would I date more? So you can get experience. Why would you continue working at a job you don't like? So you can get the experience. So the next job you apply to, you can put that last job as a reference and you can get paid more because of the experience. The next man you date or next woman you date can't run game on you because you have experience from the last relationship, the last date. I don't want to say relationship. A lot of time it doesn't end up as a relationship. It's easy for me to not get into situationships because now I've dated enough to be able to pinpoint when a man is not being serious and he's trying to be casual. He's trying to talk me into casual instead of a commitment. Can't equate people to jobs though. Yes, you actually can. If you start looking at relationships as a business deal, you'll make better decisions. Stop looking at them as emotional investments. Look at that person for what they are and say, do I want to invest in this? Start looking at dating as a business plan and you'll make better decisions. How will you find your husband? You mean, how will my husband find me? The Bible says a man that finds a wife, not a woman that finds a husband. Get in your word. Can you explain how to just date is kind of tough while building my boundaries and self-esteem? That's why you're building your self-esteem, because you keep dating with your heart wide open. I want love. I want marriage. Every man you date, you're putting your best foot forward. You're telling him all these accolades about you. You want him to be invested. Lie a little, give a little, make him earn the rest. You don't know how to make them. I tell women, I know y'all don't like to hear this. If you can't date a man for 6 months without sleeping with him, you're the problem. What's your zodiac? What does that matter? I'm a child of God. When you can't date a man for 6 months without giving him a piece of your body, you're the problem. You're boring. You're boring and you know you're boring. You don't know how to entertain him without giving up your body. That's why y'all be sleeping with them so fast. When's the last time you dated a man for 6 months and you didn't sleep with him? Let me get my charger. My bad, y'all. I'm terrible. I actually should be unpacking. I said yesterday I was going to unpack. I just got back from Florida and I did not unpack. And I still ain't unpacked. I'm about to get off. I gotta stop playing with y'all. When's the last time you dated a man for 6 months and you did not sleep with him? I'm asking a serious question right now. What do you think about after proposal, the man says, you finally got what you wanted? Ooh, I think it's a call off. Girl, is that you or are you talking about one of your friends? Because it sounds like you're telling somebody business. You trying to be messy. When's the last time you've been able to date a man for 6 months without sleeping with him? I'm asking a real question and the whole chat is quiet. Why is no one saying anything in the chat? When's the last time you've been able to date a man for 6 months without being intimate, without giving him oral, without opening up your mouth to give him a blowjob, without opening up your legs, without letting him finger you? When's the last time you've been able to date a man for 6 months straight or on and off and not giving him anything physically of your body. I have not, to be honest. That's what I'm trying to point out to y'all. That's why when y'all ask me questions that have nothing to do with what I'm talking about, I know y'all not able to do it. How do you do this dating style? Please, this is what I'm trying to. These are the real questions I want to be able to answer. Cause y'all keep trying to ask me how to be sacrificial lambs to men's lust. Oh Lord. Here we go. I gotta be careful. TikTok already giving me restrictions. You're not interesting enough to yourself. So you will date a man and sleep with him if it leads to that? No. What? If I just said don't sleep with him for 6 months, what are you talking about? Because I can't do this anymore. I'm beyond annoyed with myself and my behavior. You listen, stop looking outward and start looking in. This is why I talked about women having huge egos, okay? I've been celibate for years and it's actually abstinent. Okay? It's abstinence. I've been abstinent for years. I feel like you just joined in my live. I've been saying this since the beginning of the live. I've been abstinent for years. I haven't dated all 2025. I haven't looked at a man like none of that. But I be looking at Anthony Joshua. That's a different anyways. Oh, so you decent? What do you mean? What do you mean? Dry. So the reason why you're struggling with your behavior because you don't have any self-control. The reason why you're giving up your body so early on is because you want validation. That's what it really is. And I had to check myself through my ego. Learn to stay sober, not on champagne high when dating narcissists. I don't drink and I don't smoke. He is draining me. He is lustful. Keep asking me to bring women in. I wouldn't even be dealing with him. So this may sound a little spicy. How do you deal with those spicy feelings? You got to check yourself, sis. That's what I'm trying to answer your question, but you see how there are more questions coming in? So I got to answer a little quicker. You have to validate yourself in other ways, okay? Stop making it a sexual release. It doesn't have to be sexual. I learned. That's why I keep telling y'all have big egos. It was holiday family dinner, so mimosas. I don't drink. Did you not hear me the first time I said that? I drink milk to deal with spicy things. Like what? Now, if you put Anthony Joshua in front of me, girl, I'm gonna get real muy caliente. But I had to look at what I really wanted. I started reading books to occupy my brain. I started working on projects for myself. I started taking all the energy that I put into a man and I grabbed it all back and I put it inside myself. The reading books helped me tremendously because it helped open my eyes to how men view me when they're dating. I read books by the author Jill Lambert. I read Whole Tactics. I read Why Men Don't Love Women Like You. When I started to realize through books how men see me when they're dating me, it made me have a lot more preservation for myself. It made me have a lot more self-control to not put myself in those positions. It's so easy for women to fold when we find the man attractive. It's easy to have standards when we don't like that man, when we don't think he's attractive. It's easy to make him work for it. But the moment we give our bodies up, that's the moment we get attached because we release the hormone oxytocin. I had to check myself. You need to check yourself a lot more. I'm reading Whole Tactics now. I love that book. I'm reading it a second time right now. You got to check your emotions. Y'all want men to marry you and to be disciplined sexually, and you're not even disciplined. That's why I be telling women, y'all egos are huge. Y'all want men to have conquered their discipline, their lustful nature, but you didn't even control your lustful nature. That's so weird to me. That's how I knew I was serious about marriage. I started checking my urges. Y'all think I can't get laid? No, be for real. You think I can't get none? Be for real, girl. So you're dating for money because that's what the book is pretty much. No, it's not. That's not what the book is. The book is telling you how not to get played like a dummy. How when a man comes see you, he need to come with something in his hand. He can't just be going over there for free. How when a man asks you to go to his house, don't be delivering yourself like DiGiorno pizza because he's trying to sleep with you. There are so many other gems. Read the book again. That's not only what the book is about. It's telling you how to be smarter, how to be logic when a man says, I want to see you and don't have a date plan. I want to see you and sit on the phone with you for hours, meaning he think he gonna get some. Because going to his house to him is the equivalent of the date. Did that book not say that? Does the book not say that? Am I making that up? No, it's in the book. Anyways, I had to learn how to control my lustful nature. That's how I knew See what happens when you know what you're reading? Someone can't tell you what the book says because you know what it says. That's not what the book is all about, dating for money. The book is about having your boundaries, self-esteem, and preserving yourself and getting the most while giving the least. What's the book called? Whole Tactics. You need to check yourself. You are sitting here as a woman praying to God for a husband that's not going to cheat on you, that's not going to touch children, that's not going to beat on you, but you don't have any self-control. Now, how does it look to that man when that man is praying for a wife to be like him, but you're nothing like him, but you don't have any discipline? You don't know how to control your urges. What happens if when he loses his father and he's not in the mood to be spicy with you? What are you going to do then? Y'all be praying for stuff that y'all don't even be for real. That's why I don't be taking y'all serious. Great book, got it on Audible. Yup. Y'all be praying for these. That's what I be telling y'all, women, y'all egos. Y'all pray for stuff that y'all don't even come with. You want a godly man, but you don't even pray. How are you gonna cast demons out of him? You want a man that's disciplined, but you're not disciplined. He's disciplined enough to get up and go run 5 miles. Y'all go look at Arthur. Arthur's in the chat. Arthur get up every day. He disciplined enough to go run them 5 miles. Arthur goes to church every Sunday. Y'all praying for a man that's in shape, disciplined, control his lustful nature, and y'all don't do that. When he get up and go to the gym, you laying down on the couch watching Housewives, eating a bag of chips. He getting fine on you, right? When he's being tempted, he can turn down the temptation because he learned his discipline while single. You didn't learn your discipline. Every man you date, you give it up within a few months. You can't even, y'all just told me to chat. Y'all have never been able to date a man for 6 months without giving it up. And then a man run into me who's been abstinent for years, who's not giving it up. And the thing is, I don't open my mouth and say, I'm abstinent. I ain't been having none in years. That's none of his business. I was never offering coochie. Why would we talk about coochie? I never offered that. What do you bring to the table other than coochie? That was never even on the table. What are you talking about? What table? What table? There's a table? Where the table at? I don't see the table. Like, y'all are not invested in yourselves enough. Y'all don't love yourselves enough. You don't know how to have an exciting life without a man. That's why when y'all finally get on a date, you come off desperate. You come off needy. Stop being a golden retriever and come off like a black cat. Come off like, I'll take you or I'll leave you. I'll take you or I'll leave you. Y'all give so much up front. That's why they don't commit to y'all. Because they know when they commit to y'all, you know what's going to happen? And it says it in the books that I be telling y'all to read. He know that when he want to go out with his homeboys, you're going to always pick up an argument because you don't want him to go out with his homeboys. Versus the woman that has a life, and when he want to go out with his homeboys, she already out doing a business meeting. Now his mind is worried about what she doing. He wants the woman he has to worry about, but you're too... Okay, my bad, YouTube. Let me wrap this up. Corey, you gonna tell us what happened with your ex or not? You said wait till you happen. Am I gonna learn in person? You gonna call me? Like, you can't start sipping the tea and not pour all of it in my cup. Come on now, don't leave me hanging. Sorry, YouTube. It got real good in person. Okay, let me know. It got real good on TikTok and it disconnected on YouTube. And that's just where we are. But yeah, y'all, once I started getting intentional about my dating, I started to read books. I wanted to understand how men see me when they're dating me. I didn't know how valuable I was. That's why you're giving away your body so freely. You don't know how valuable your body is to that man. You just think it's just casual. It's just spicy time. It's more than that to that man. When I was done with my last situationship, I started asking myself, if I'm not valuable enough for a relationship, why does he keep coming around? When I started asking myself those questions, that's when I started to use my critical thinking skills. The more I give, it's never enough. It's never going to be enough from someone that wants to just use you. It'll never be enough. It'll never be enough for someone that want to use you. Once I started asking myself, why does this man keep coming around if he doesn't want to commit to anything? What value am I adding? I remember us just being on the phone, having a simple phone conversation. He was like, how was your day? And I'm literally thinking to myself, why did he call me? He doesn't want a commitment. He doesn't want to make me his girlfriend. He doesn't want to be official. So why did he call me? And every time he called me, he liked to call me on FaceTime. He never liked calling me regular. Whenever he called me regular and I didn't answer, he would call me 3 to 4 times on FaceTime. He does not like calling regular. I started to proactively read books on dating. The author, Gio Lambert. I read Whole Tactics, Men Don't Love Women Like You, Date Like a Spartan. Then the other book that I like is for married people. It's called Why Men Love. And I started to learn a lot of the behavior I was exhibiting that was showing that I don't value myself. That's why I was falling for situationships. That's why I was giving myself without a commitment in place. Once I started reading books to teach me how I'm being viewed by a man, how it worked both ways, I saw so many tricks that I fell for in the past. I saw so many things that I was like, dang, nobody told me that's what they're doing when they give you the silent treatment because they want to regain power because you won't sleep with them. So they're trying to get you to feel insecure. So they go silent treatment. And then the next time they get back in contact with you, you give it up. So now the silent treatment doesn't work on me because I know the game. Another tactic was when you don't give them what they want, when you start to tell them no for the first time, they're going to call you out of your name. It could be any name. They could tell you you're unloving, you're bitter, you're being mean. They will call you anything but your name. It's a manipulation tactic to get you to give them what they want. Once I started to figure out what the game that was happening psychologically, it taught me the game, so the game didn't work on me. Now I knew the play. Why do you think in football, when the coaches are telling the play, they go like this and cover their mouth so the camera doesn't see it, so the other team doesn't know the play? If you watch football, why do you think the coach goes like this and covers their mouth while they're giving the play? Once I started to read those books and I figured out the play, it didn't work on me. Now when I started to date just for fun and I saw a man would ghost me and he tried to come back, but he still wasn't getting no coochie out the queen. He wouldn't get no coochie out me. I told you I've been abstinent for 3 years. Okay, I'm on live saying this, okay, on 2 different platforms, okay? Once I started realizing if I can't go 6 months without dating a man, without giving up my body, it's because I'm insecure. It's because I don't know how to entertain myself or that man, that I think my value is so low, I have to give it up within 6 months. There are women that don't even give it up and get the most. There are women that don't even open their legs and they still get walked down the aisle. Y'all remember the show Love is Blind? Why is it that when AD gave it up, she didn't get married? There was one couple that didn't do it until after they got married, but they still got married. There is a man out there that will marry you without testing the goods. There is a man, but you don't have enough self-respect to do it. You don't have enough discipline to close your legs for that long. That's the problem. Y'all keep talking about men are lustful. Who's giving them access to the lust? It's y'all. Nah, I don't know about that one. It's y'all. Y'all keep talking about men are lustful, men will sleep with anything, but doesn't someone have to consent to the lustfulness nature of that man? Y'all want men that are disciplined, but you're not disciplined. You want a man that could be in a room full of beautiful women and won't cheat on you, but you're not disciplined. Why would God give a man that is so well structured to a woman that can't even hold him, that doesn't have the capacity to hold him? You think that a secure man is going to be given to an insecure woman? It's going to make his life hard. If he's around beautiful women all day and she doesn't go to the gym, she doesn't take care of herself, she's going to get mad every time he go to work because he's going to be around women that look better than her. But if you take care of yourself and you're just, look at Coco and Ice Cube, Ice T. They be talking about that girl outfit. Oh, you let her go out the house like that? He says, I be taking the pictures because she's secure and he's secure. Y'all be wanting these secure men and you're insecure. And it doesn't make sense to me. It's not an even exchange. That's why y'all keep calling men GAY. He's secure that he don't want you, but you're insecure about yourself. And you don't like that he pointed out your flaw. You don't like that he doesn't want to do something for you. It makes you, when women get told no, we feel like less of a woman. Because women are supposed to get anything they want out of a man. If you're really a woman, you should be able to get almost anything you want out of a man. So when a man tells you no, you can't handle it. You get upset and you call him GAY. There's no other thing you can think of calling him because it makes you look like less of a woman because you couldn't get what you want out of a man. And what do women like to say? A man is the easiest thing to get. And the moment a man tell you no, he's basically saying you're not woman enough for him. And so you have to, in exchange, be bitter and say, you're not man enough for me. You're GAY. That's why you won't give me what I want. That's what it is. You like boys. When it's not that it's not that he like boys. He like women of a certain quality. You're not that quality anymore. Somewhere down the line, you let yourself go. Somewhere down the line, you stop caring about yourself and you want him to still care about you. They can't handle accountability. Corey, am I telling the truth or I'm telling a lie? Everybody out here think they the baddest. Everybody think their lace front is eating, and it's not. I can see the line. Everybody think their wig is this. Everybody think they body tea. They went to Dr. Miami. and they have horrible personalities. You think you're a good woman? You think you're marriage material? Because society needs you to believe that in order to keep populating people in this world, to make employees, to make the world go round. You're not the baddest. You're not the smartest. You're not even a good woman. I'm being honest with y'all. But the moment a man tell y'all that, you call him G-A-Y. He not G-A-Y. He telling you the truth. You're not who you think you are. Your friends are lying to you. Your friends don't want to tell you the truth because you could become combative. You want to fight with them. You want to argue. Your friends are not telling you it's time to get off that couch, girl. You getting fat. It's time for you to go run some of that weight off. Leave them mukbangs alone, girl. You mukbanged out. We are honestly even wasting our time telling them, Corey, let me talk to the people. Every time I try to tell y'all that, y'all interact for a little bit and then y'all drop off because y'all don't want to hear it. Corey is right, though. Y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all think y'all deserve any man in this world just because you're a woman. That's your ego. That's entitlement. When I started looking in the mirror and looking at I said to myself, if I was a man, would I date me? And I said, no, I wouldn't date me. I'm not disciplined enough. I could be better in the gym. I'm not financially literate enough. I do make messed up financial decisions. Y'all want this man to come around with all these bags of money so you can still be irresponsible. That's why y'all want him to make a certain amount so you can be irresponsible without being accountable. Okay? You think I'm slow? I figured it out. It's clocking. It's clocking for me. Okay? Treadmill. What? Peloton is HSA. Girl, you could favorite grades. You can tell them that till they blue in the face. But what I learned about people, they don't want to do it for themselves. They want you to do it for them. If people had the option to drop off their body to the gym and then pick it up later, they would do that. I swear to you. They would do like dry cleaning, okay? Like, it's the truth. And it pains me because there's so many women that when they want to hang out with me, I don't want to hang out with them. There are so many women when I'm in Houston, they want to exchange social media. I'm okay with exchanging social media, but some of them I don't even want to follow because I can already tell by the way they look. There's going to be conflict. I'm not saying they're jealous, but I'm just saying that I know I'm more disciplined in areas that they're not disciplined in. Therefore, I'm going to have results that they don't have. Therefore, that's going to create friction because women by nature, we compare ourselves a lot. So if this girl wants to follow me and she sees my following is stronger, I'm online, I'm showing up. She's not confident to show up because she's not confident in her skin, but I'm confident in my skin. Somehow I get punished. Somehow there's some secret animosity. And some women are weird that they'll befriend you just to watch you closely and they secretly don't even like you. Women will do that. I don't know if men will do it, but I know women will. There are times where I've looked at women's pages and I'm like, man, I don't even want to follow her back. I already know what her content going to be about. It's going to be everything the opposite of what I'm talking about. I don't even want to see that on my timeline. I don't want to look like the a-hole. I don't. But the truth of the matter is, the direction my life is going is I've been looking in the mirror. I've been accountable. How many women do you see going on live defending men? When's the last time y'all seen that? How many times have you seen a woman go on live and straight tell women it's your ego? You need to check your ego. No one's doing that. That's why I'm okay with me having just 24 people in this chat. The 24 people in here actually want to be held accountable. Also, some guys can't wear Kenneth Cole and not like Nike shoes all the time. Nike, I don't really care about what he's wearing. I care about how financial literate he is. I had dated a guy. He sounded so good on paper. 6 foot, great job, great career. But baby, when he opened his mouth to talk, is like talking to a bag of bricks. It was like talking to a bag of bricks. I was like, oh my God, you're dense. There's no substance. My brain needs something to chew on. I'm strangely attracted to intelligent men. Every man that I've seriously ever dated and actually committed to has been seriously intelligent. I don't know what it is. I'm attracted to intelligence like you wouldn't believe. Let this man educate. I remember the guy that I took the most serious. One of the things he educated me on was the 7 stages of sleep. I was so turned on by that. I was like, ooh, there's 7 stages of sleep? Tell me each stage. I'm weird like that. Everything doesn't have to be, I'm a musclehead. Look at this. Look at the gun show. I don't like that because on paper, you know what I like? I like when a man can walk into a room and get respect. I like when a man can walk into a room, people are shaking his hand, looking at him in his eye, and people can understand what he's saying, his dialect, his dialogue. I hate when people got to do all this slang and da-da. I hate that. That's a pet peeve for me. I like when a man can walk into a room and people respect him. That's a turn on for me. For me. You can date the guy that can take his shirt off and every woman is after him and he gonna cheat on you. Have fun with that. I like the man that really know what he's talking about, can lead me, can educate me, can listen to my thoughts and sort my thoughts out when I'm trying to sort them out. I like structure. I like guidance. I don't like a man that just want to take off his shirt. Every picture, he got his shirt off. He got a drink in his hand. He looking away from the camera. That's so shallow. That's materialistic. There's no substance to that. That's why I told y'all I like Mark Cuban. Then y'all looked up Mark Cuban, then y'all judged me. I like Mark Cuban. I'm sorry. I don't like that he's an old white man. I like the way he talks about his wife. I like the way he respects his wife. I like how other people talk about him when he's not in the room. People say that he really respects his wife and he has so much power. He has so much power. He could do so many awful things to his wife because of the money he makes, because of the power he has, but he chooses to respect her. Those are the kind of men I'm attracted to. That's why it's so hard. When y'all tell me y'all sleep with men within 6 months, I be looking at y'all silly because I be like, I know you're not sleeping with a man that's going to take care of you. Y'all be giving away your most valuable aspect and wonder why men don't commit because they know other men can hit within that short window. You throwing your value out the window. And then a lot of women think, this is how women's egos work. You think you can give it up to a man and put it on him so good he'll never leave. Why every man you put it on so good has left? Why is that? You haven't figured out how a man's brain works in a relationship. You think that if you're a woman enough, you're pretty enough, you're going to put up with your crap. One thing men value over everything, over a pretty woman, is peace. If he can come home to peace and he don't got to go to the bar with his homeboys to avoid you, your rank is going to be higher than the women that are good to look at. I'm telling you, when I started figuring out my internal peace, I started to attract men that were chill, cool, give me whatever I want. No, I swear to y'all, I didn't have to open my mouth and ask. Men just freely gave to me because I brought them peace that I didn't even realize I was bringing till I started reading books. Till I started understanding my ego. I need to check my ego. I need to stop thinking I'm right all the time. I need to chill out. I need to stop trying to be right. I need to stop trying to argue. Do you want to be right about the fact that he keep leaving the toothpaste cap off, or do you want to be married? Because it's going to be one or the other. If you're going to be right all the time, you're going to be single. If you know how to give grace, then you can make it in a marriage. But everything don't have to be a certain way. Social media has made y'all brains rot, has made y'all feel entitlement, has made y'all think y'all holier than thou. Y'all don't even read y'all Bibles. Y'all don't go to church. Y'all don't pray to God. The only time you pray to God is when you have that's the only time you're saying God's name. Oh God, oh my God, oh my God. That's the only time you're talking to God. That's sad. That's sad. And that's the truth. And I know y'all don't like to hear it, but it's the truth. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up because I still have to unpack my suitcase. I said this yesterday. I still have to unpack my suitcase. It's 5:25. I've been on live for 2 hours and 8 minutes. We'll cut off on TikTok. On YouTube. I'm lying, China doll. That's the only time they call God's name is when they get dug in. Oh my God, deeper, deeper, girl. Hey, I beg. Anyways, I have to wrap this up. I don't care if y'all like my live or not. Corey sent me some stuff, so that's all that mattered to me. Okay, I got my money. I got my coin. I know y'all don't like to be held accountable, but that's the difference in when I date and when you date. You date for the hopes of marriage. I date just to date. I put in my mind that I'm just trying to figure this guy out. And if he passes my test, then he passed my test. If he don't, it was a fun date. Read the books by G.L. Lambert. Whole Tactics is my favorite. I'm reading it for a second time. It will change how you view men and how you're being viewed and perceived in dating. Learn to not sleep with men. Learn to just be able to date them without opening your body up. This is just dating. Dating does not always include intimacy. He has to be worth it. Start trying to figure out what's worth it to you. Do you want to be married or not? Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to end it on YouTube first. Bye, YouTube. And then I'm going to end it on Tickety Talk.